This is not a gay piece. This is not a struggle piece. It's a journey. The project is an exploration of this idea of dignity and respect and diversity and inclusion on Wake Forest campus. Why is this happening? Why should I have to teach you about respect? Why is there an entire campaign devoted to something that your parents should have taught you? I knew that I wanted to do an independent study in the dance department, kind of bridging the gap between theater and dance. Bringing them together, I knew that I wanted to do some type of movement with dialogue, with interviews, some type of devised work. And then I knew that I wanted it to center around some type of socio-political commentary that was happening on campus now.
I see diversity as a recognition of the ways in which human beings differ in terms of belief systems, in terms of phenotypical differences, in terms of culture, sexuality.
Inclusion, I would think of as a more active verb. How to achieve the diversity. So how do we get people of varying backgrounds, characteristics, qualities to be part of this campus community?
Diversity is just the mix of people who's actually there. Inclusion is about creating the kind of environment where all of us win.
It's a lot bigger than just the student body realizes.
We're teaching them to buffer themselves, to go out into a somewhat hostile world.
That's something that the project is really exploring, is this idea of diversity and inclusion, and can one exist without the other, and what is this idea of home for people who are trying to find their identities on campus.
Sometimes we think about class and religion, whether we're able-bodied or disabled, gender identity, sexual orientation. The things that are most important to us and our greatest differences are things that can't actually be seen. What your family looks like, how you grew up, whether you're a first-generation college student or not, whether your parents speak English in the house. Diversity of experience, diversity of knowledge and backgrounds, different ways that people think and solve problems. These are all part of the differences that we bring to an institution, in this case, a university campus.
When I arrived here this year, I walked in one day to the bathroom in our residence hall and walked in to find a caution wet floor sign that said caution gay men on it. So I really wanted to explore this idea of diversity and inclusion on a campus where I haven't always necessarily felt at home.
Fucking faggot!
Slut.
What a retard. You're a feminist? Oh my god, that class is so easy. Even football players can get A's.
The only reason they got a scholarship is because they're on welfare.
We all win when we have an inclusive place, right? Everybody at some point in their life is going to have this experience where they're the only one, or they're one of a few. And so you want to be able to develop some empathy around that, but you also want to be able to apply what you're learning in the classroom in the real world.
College campuses, they don't change overnight. It takes years. It takes for everybody who was there before. All these changes have been occurring for them to leave, and for the new incoming freshmen, for them to see these changes.
On this campus, the stories that are important to me are those of the underrepresented people on this campus, the underrepresented pockets on this campus, the underrepresented majors, minors, minorities, and I think that that's where the evolution of this project has come from.
We talk about Pro Humanitate and how we as Wake students, staff, and faculty are here to serve humanity. I mean, that is the unifying motto that brings us all here together.
This is a piece about identity and the beauty of having one.